Hi, welcome to the Saturday modeling chat. Bunch of random stuff to chat about today. I'm going to start off by telling you my favorite model kits, which is actually my favorite modeling topic. Number one at the top of the list is an old monogram kit. And I can't even remember what the date of this one is. 70s. No, it was actually, I think this was an 80 mold. That's my number one. That one in 172. This one would be a very good quality one. Bad decals, but a very nice build. And I do enjoy building that one. This one, very good for its age. I'm not doing a comparison of the absolute best kits of today. I'm just saying it is a very nice kit, very nice to build. Nothing wrong with that at all. And then this one, which is the least good quality of those three 172nds, but I still love it, and it's because Airfix was what was available as I was growing up and building kits. Oddly, I never built this one. I didn't even have much knowledge of a Harvard, but this artwork really sells what is only a very basic kit, but I still love it. I still love building them. So that's my four favorite kits because it's my favorite topic. There's one I have done. This one I think is that Hello kit. Somewhat random scheme, just made to look very old with a tarpaulin covering it. I like that very much. This one, Airfix kit. A lot of work done on that one to get it to this stage. I built this in 1992. Very, very nice. I mean, it's not high quality, that's not what I'm saying. It's just a very, very nice model to look at. Even though it doesn't have the engraved lines, it doesn't have washers in the wings, it doesn't have a lot, but just a very nice topic. And then this is that monogram 148th, and this one happens to be built in exactly that box scheme. Minus a few bits, and canopy's not masked yet because I just about have a stress attack when I need to face doing so many canopies, so many canopy lines. The landing light covers still need to go on, front windscreen. But that is my favorite model kit and my favorite topic. Could you possibly tell? Now this is a batch of 10 of them that I have done all the construction all at the same time, done all the cockpits, getting ready to do painting. So that'll cover 10 schemes, 10 very interesting schemes. I think I'm doing one or two fictitious Reno schemes, but I think all the rest are going to be real schemes, and it'll look very, very nice. So, you remember I was speaking about this Spitfire a little while back. Which a very simple, quick build. Now, this is a box that I got from a guy, and it had two fuselages in it. I built the fuselages, so there was a little bit assembled, but it wasn't the fuselages. It was some minor parts. And I had looked at the construction of the two fuselages, and this was the one where the fin was straight, and this was the one where it wasn't straight, and I accidentally grabbed the wrong one when I was assembling. And this is the one where it is offset, it's skew. Now I was pondering breaking this apart. Does mean I'd have to break off the tail planes, take off the exhausts, take out the cockpit, and build them into the other fuselage. And the one side is sort of easy to get off. The other side not quite as easy. I'll have a bit of a mess around with this, because this is not a serious project. This is just, I mean, it's essentially building a kit that was headed for the dump, and I think I can make a nice little plane with it. But that tail plane is going to bother me, and it's not. I don't want to warp. I don't want to attempt to warp that one. I mean, maybe I should try slightly. I'll give that some thought. It's not terribly off, but well, there we go. The wings are starting to come off, so I might actually be successful to disassemble this aeroplane and fix it on the other one. Right. I wanted to talk a little bit about small models, and when I mean small, now of course this is almost as simple as kits get, but I wanted to talk about smaller than this, and I don't mean tiny scale, I just mean stuff like this. Small vehicles which end up being, you know, smaller than one of the wings of this thing, roughly. And this little set is an absolute gem. That fire engine has got such nice detail, and you can really make that look awesome. The ambulance may be a bit less detailed, but I'm going to build the fire engine one first, and the ambulance I'll do a bit later, but that fire engine is going to be a really, really interesting little build. Do you ever build small models like that? I mean, it essentially means, do you build 172 soft skins? It's almost like car-sized. This one's a little bit of a bigger truck. This recovery set, another very nice one, great for dioramas or anything. But if you just look at that, if you built that alone without the trailer, that is a beautiful little model. Even this one, which is a bit of a bigger truck. But I really like that. You know, the Bowser set, the refueling set. So there's two refueling trucks in there. I call them Bowsers. I'm not sure if that word is used commonly. And I've done 80% of the work on that kit. I just need to finish it off. It'll look absolutely beautiful. It's is it the Bedford QL? That sort of rings a bell. I think that's what that particular truck is. And then the other one in there, I can't remember the name of that one. So these are very, very nice. Add comment if you actually build 172 small vehicles like that. I got this one as well, which is a little Land Rover 172, and that one I think was Hella, if I'm not mistaken. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 parts. 13 little parts in the absolute simplest little silly build that you could think of. not well done at all. And I want to take this, and I don't want a super deal. It's not like I actually want to sit there and look through photos on the internet and rebuild that chassis and add everything that one could add. It's fine if you want to do that. That's another interesting modeling project if you're really into that style of project. I mean, I do that on Harvard's, rebuilding a lot of the internals from scratch. But with this kit, I've got a slightly different plan, which is along the lines of a simplistic build, but it's to see what you can do without really hacking and cutting and rebuilding the thing completely. What you can do in short, with a short amount of work, to make this look like a really, really nice little Land Rover. So that's what I'm going to do. Sort of almost a little 1 week project, and see if I can make that look like a very nice little Land Rover. And on the other side, of course, the old classic Airfix Tiger Moth, which I've built a number of, and I just love this little kit. It's not great, but it's not bad. There's nothing inside the cockpit except 2 pilots that you're supposed to put there. And it's got its few little faults. It doesn't really matter. But I'm going to do this one as well as a quick build. I have already cleaned up those horrible marks under the wings, and I've done a bit of filing there. So that's sort of ready to go. And I'm not sure that I've rigged a Tiger Moth yet. So I might actually do the rigging on this one. So I'm going to do almost nothing else. I'm just going to build a straight up kit, but I'm going to try the rigging. And rigging is another interesting topic. Someone did actually comment that rigging a biplane is one of those sort of landmarks in your modeling career. The reason I didn't even think of that was I managed to rig 1 or 2 biplanes way before I was spraying kits. But I know I think maybe I was lucky and it wasn't a difficult kit. And I think I've still got that one. I'll dig it out and show you. It's in the display case in the lounge. I did it with cotton. I'm not sure what to do with this one. Maybe cotton is still just the best. I mean, it's not like I'm making a competition model. I don't have any of that specific thin rigging line that you get, which is like 0.1 mil or something like that. I just want to paint this one nicely and do the rigging, and that's it, into the shelf. And maybe the Land Rover can even somehow work together with that, with the Tiger Moth. I won't really make a little diorama, although I could. Even putting it on a small diorama does take space in the cabinet, but if I never do dioramas, then I don't get the practice of doing them, so I should. Now, talking about 2 aspects, nostalgia builds, and I think as we get older, we like to build something that we've built before. So I will continue building certain topics because I really, really like them. And for others, even if I didn't like them that much, because they were a kit from my youth, I would like to build another one of them. So that's probably something that happens as you develop as a modeler. I mean, maybe younger modelers even still like to build the same model that they built like 2 years back. So yeah, interesting thing, the nostalgia builds. And part of the nostalgia builds is I like to take a kit and build it as I built it in the 80s or even in the 70s, to be honest. Then build another one as a sort of intermediary, sprayed but no extra work done. And then I might build a third one as a real good one. And repeat builds. Repeat builds as part of the nostalgia process, or repeat builds as I'm doing with that set of 10, where I just like the topic so much, and you've seen guys do this. There's repeat Tomcat builders, repeat Spitfire builders. I mean, I'm talking about they do a lot of kits. I've seen guys do batches that are quite crazy. But if you love your topic, that's great. So write in the comments what sort of repeat builds you've seen or do. Photo etch. Now, I do actually use photo etch from time to time, and I've got, I won't even try and pick that up. That is so tiny. That is the wiring harness on a 172 radial engine. That's for the Harvard. The wiring harness to the 9 cylinders. It is absolutely tiny, but it's by far not the smallest of stuff. I do have some photo etch sets, and they are really, really handy. Yeah, flaps, seats, all sorts of things. But I'm not a photo etch buyer. So when I get a kit, I don't go looking for the extras sets. I don't mind if I get it. If you buy a kit and somebody's put it in there, that's great. I don't go looking for them mainly because the extra time to build a model using the photo etch actually slows down the process by maybe, double the time now. The guy in our model club who does ships, and it is absolutely astonishing results that he gets with a zillion little photo etch parts all over the place, and it's the difference between a master build and just a build. So yeah, really, really great when you have your dedicated topic and you're going to do the full photo etch on it. But even nice when you've got something where just a few parts is going to add to the detail very nicely. So most of my photo etch, I have bought a few. I've bought for Harvards. Most of my photo etch is just stuff that was sort of randomly available. Guys bring stuff to the club, make it available for sale, and if it's for a kit that I've got and I think it'll add to it. But for instance, for the motorbikes, you get photo etch sets and you get numerous extra sets. I've recently got the forks set for a couple of the bikes, but I'm not going to go and buy that. I just saw one where you rebuild the chain in 172 with photo etch parts, and even every pin. The pin is not photo etched, of course. It's made of metal, that teeny tiny little parts, like less than 2 millimeters in size. And my eyes are not going to hold up. They are getting a little bit worse. So, I've sort of got that boundary layer of what sort of detail I can actually see. But yeah, add your comments as well on that. So that's more or less what I wanted to cover for today. Some interesting things. Hope you enjoyed that. Cheers.